on? It's the JDub Show. Big event coming to the Covelli Center here in Youngstown, Ohio this coming Sunday. WWE is coming to town, and right now I am blessed with the presence of Naomi, one of the hottest divas out right now. How are you?
I'm good, good. A little under the weather, but other than that, I can't complain.
Where are you at right now?
I am home in Pensacola, Florida.
Well, nice where it's nice and warm, besides it being at really cold temperatures here.
It's cold.
Okay, what's the temperature there right now?
Like 60.
Okay, I don't want to hear it. It's like 22 here right now.
I'm a Floridian. Cold is like 60 degrees to me.
That's a heat wave here in Northeast Ohio, Naomi.
You got a point.
All right, so let me get right into it. Third season of NXT, you came in second place. You were half of the Funkadactyls, not to mention the TV show Totally Divas, and of course, you're married to Jimmy Uso. What made you want to become a WWE superstar?
You know, my brother was a big fan growing up as a kid. I watched with him, but, you know, through my teens, I kind of got away from it. And then when I was 21, I actually went to a live show that they had in Orlando. And I remember the Divas did a 60 the tag, and that's when I saw it for the first time live, and I just knew it was something I wanted to do, or that if I got into it, that I'd be really good at it. It's a combination of seeing the girls, you know, the beauty and the athleticism and the strength. It was definitely something I'm all for. I consider myself to be a feminist, so WWE was what I wanted to go with. And at the time, I was a Orlando Magic dancer, and I was just looking to transition into the next thing in my career. So
there you go.
That's what led me to here.
Walk me through an average day of your life in the WWE. Like, what time in the morning it all start?
Typical day on the road?
Yeah.
A typical day at home?
Do both.
Okay, we wake up, and when we're on the road, we get up, we do breakfast, we hit the gym. Usually breakfast, by breakfast I mean like a protein shake or, you know, the energy shake to get our day started. And we hit the gym, we head to the arena and get changed, work out in the ring and prepare for the show, finish the show, drive to the next city and do it all over again. And then when we home, pretty much crash as soon as we get home, just you're exhausted after the week. And I have 2 stepchildren, so at home I'm stepmom, which is great. I love it. So we juggle a lot of things. It's coming off the road right into home life and getting the kids situated, taking them to school, and that's pretty much what we do every week, and that's our life.
I mean, it seems like you have a lot going on. I mean, it's like it never ends. Like a lot of people watch the TV show Totally Divas. They watch, you know, the Monday Night Raw. They watch the SmackDown, but they don't really understand the lifestyle of what it is to be a WWE star, because you guys are constantly on the road. You're constantly on the go.
Yeah, we do about 300 shows a year, and unlike other sports, you know, NFL or NBA, or just they have seasons or seasonal. And the WWE is the one, or one of the ones that is year-round. We don't have an off-season. And I think a lot of people don't realize that, like, we're going nonstop year-round.
All right, I have to admit it. I'm a huge WWE fan, and my wife used to give me a hard time, but now she's hooked on Totally Divas. And I love the show as well, but I have to ask you this. How much is the show scripted compared to being real?
Oh man, it is what it is. What you see is what you get. It's our lives and stuff we go through on a regular basis. I know my stuff, my storylines, everything that you see that comes from me is real. Okay. And that's what you get. It is a reality show, but I guarantee you that's what we're living. Gotcha. What you get. Now some things, if it's missed, we will reenact what happened. Right. So some may think that's not like real, but it's what's happening to us in our life, you know.
Oh, so that would explain why Natty over dramatizes everything. She's like a drama queen.
Well, that's Natty. If you know Natty, like that's Natty.
Right.
You know,
right.
Natty is Natty. Natty is always turned up to the max.
I'm a big WWE fan, so I mean, I know your husband, you know, John, Jimmy. What's it like being married to a WWE superstar?
Man, it's the best thing that has happened to me. My entire life changed, and all for the better when we met and found each other.
Explain the first date, because there's a lot of things going around saying that there was a big joke or trick on the first date or something. So I got to have you enlighten me.
The first time we met, he played a trick on me, and he knew that I was a fan of his dad's, but at the time I didn't know. When we first met, I didn't know. I had no idea who he was, and one of the guys told him like I was a Rikishi fan, or like that I knew of his dad. So he came over to me and was like, "So that Rikishi guy, what up? Like, you like that Rikishi dude?" I was like, "Yeah, he's pretty cool. Like, you know, I watched him when I was younger, and I named off other superstars. Was like, Rikishi always, you know, stood out to me in my childhood or watching." And I was like, "Man, I think that whatever. You don't know anything about it. The Rikishi guy sucks." And then he just walked off. And this is like my first conversation I had with him, and I'm just looking at him like, what the hell is this guy's problem? I'm like, whatever. And I kind of just walk off, and it was just left like that. So after that, I'm like, God, that guy is so mean. And then come to find out, he was just ribbing me, like,
that's his dad.
On me. And then I later found out that it was his son. And I'm like, oh gosh, why would you do that? That was so mean. But just think of me coming in like, I don't know anybody there. I'm nervous. Like, I'm just there. And this guy comes over to me and gives me just unnecessary attitude for no reason. It was pretty funny once I found out. And then we met the right way and introduced ourselves to each other after that. But it was pretty funny. We always look back and laugh about that.
That's funny. Now, this weekend, WWE hits Youngstown. Will you be in town for the event?
This Sunday?
Yeah.
Yes, sir, I will.
Do you know any of the other superstars as far as the divas that'll be in town with you?
I know we have some tag action going on, and I'm always looking forward to face my old friend Cameron. So hopefully we'll get a good tag on. I believe it's Natalia and I, which is also, if you've been watching the story, it was, you know, she and I have had some confrontation or some strains in our friendship, and Emma, hopefully Emma's there as well. So hopefully we can get some Diva tag action going.
All right, so yesterday afternoon, I let out a tweet that I'm going to be interviewing you today, and my Twitter exploded. And I asked the listeners, my Twitter followers, what questions I should ask you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I scanned through probably about 60 to 70 of the questions that a lot of my Twitter followers wanted me to ask you. So I only selected about 5 of them because a lot of them were the same questions.
Okay.
The first question's from JL. What will you name your first child?
Oh, that's a really good one, because we've been talking about that a lot lately. Well, it's the tradition in Jonathan's family that all of the kids, even his brothers, all their names start with J. Even his brother's kids, their names start with J. So we think that we'll continue, you know, the custom. And I think our first daughter's name, well, our first son will be a junior, of course, but I think our first daughter's name will start with a J as well, and we've been kind of going through trying to figure out names. But I was thinking Jordan. I really like Jordan.
Okay.
And I always thought it was cool when girls have guy-girl names.
Unisex name, yeah.
I don't know. I don't think he's sold on it yet, so it may be something else.
All right, next question is from Darius. He says, do you like being paired with the Usos?
I do, and it's been great. It's definitely something I wanted to do or experience with him before my career was over with. But and now I'm getting to do that for a long time. I didn't think we would have the opportunity to work together, but it's great. It's just I'm so independent, and there's just certain things that I do want to accomplish on my own and show that I can do it on my own. So for now it's good, but it's definitely not, you know, where I want to be forever in my career. I want to show that, you know, I can do this and stand as Naomi on her own.
Gotcha.
And I really haven't had the opportunity to do that yet, which hopefully I will, and to really become that superstar that I know I can be.
Next question is from Alex. What is your favorite or best match that you've had thus far in your career?
I get asked this question a lot. I don't think I've had my best match yet, because I just feel like I'm still learning, like every week, every day. And I know I just haven't reached my fullest potential yet, so I don't feel like I had my best match. But if you ask me my favorite match, I would say it was against Serena down in developmental, and it was the title match when I won the Divas championship down in Florida Championship Wrestling for the first time.
Gotcha.
And it was against Serena, and it was to this day it's my favorite match, because that was the time where I felt like I really stepped up and I knew I improved. And there's nothing better when you get the applause and the salute from your coworkers and the guys. Like if the guys are telling you did a good job in the back, you know you did well. And when we came to the back, like we got a standing ovation, and everyone was clapping for us because we did such a good job working together. And I was still pretty green at the time, but I just had improved so much and so fast, and it was just so rewarding, like having that feeling when you come back to the back and the guys are telling you that you did good. Unless like I have a badass WrestleMania match, I just blow the roof off the building.
That's coming. I can tell that's coming for you. That's definitely coming for you.
Man, it has to. It has to. It has to. Before it's all said and done, I want a singles match at WrestleMania.
Isaac asks, what other diva are you close to more than the others?
Natty and I have a very close relationship, and Tamina. Yeah, outside of work, those are probably the two that I'm closest with.
All right, and my last Twitter question comes from Cree. When are you going to be getting your own theme song?
Man, do you know what's nuts is that I actually went and recorded the WWE Studios, and I did a whole new entrance song, and there's just so many ideas and things that I have and want to do. But I have new music. I don't know. I guess we're just waiting for the right time, or I don't know. I've been wanting and begging and asking for new music because I am no longer a Funkadactyl and no longer, associated with that gimmick or that story is done. No longer with Cameron, no longer with Brodus. I would love new music, but hopefully this year I can get some new music.
All right, Road WrestleMania has started. It's right around the corner. Is there something big with the Divas and yourself that possibly could be happening for WrestleMania, if you can tell me?
I mean, your guess is as good as mine. I don't know. That would be great if it is, but,
Right.
The card is always subject to change, and that's something I had to learn the hard way. When you think things are going to happen or you're expecting something, sometimes it doesn't work out that way or things change. And it's okay, because I honestly believe that hard work pays off and the cream or crop always rises to the top. So I just think when my moment or time comes, it'll happen exactly when it's supposed to happen, and it's going to be great because everyone knows it's well overdue.
WWE superstar and diva Naomi, thank you so much for calling the show. I really appreciate it. We're excited to see you here in Youngstown this Sunday. And before you go, can you set me up for the next song?
Sure. Hi, this is Naomi, and you're listening to JDub on Hot 101.